Hello everyone. Here I have a book about basketball. Basketball is a famous sport in the world. Team sport. Okay. So I would say one thing that I have interesting observation from basketball. I noticed that when I trained basketball in my town, in Bosnia and Herzegovina, in Europe continent, in this world, I noticed that when we train basketball, no one is speaking much about making fouls or personal mistakes, as you call it. A personal mistake can be block, can be attack and pushing the opponent, can be touching someone behind on the back, can be, I don't know, something else, holding the opponent, pulling the enemy, pushing. etc. That all can be personal mistake, personal fall. That can be fall. I will say fall. You in English say fall. So it is fall. Here says if touch of another player limits his free will to move, then it is considered that the first player made a personal fall on another opponent player. So judge is here to find out who made the fall and is it really a fall? Is it really a personal fall? So judge is here. So it is interesting that in today's basketball and always fall is a important part of this game. So if you make a fall, then you will stop the clock and you will make some time to rest and to drink water and to consult your coach. So there is interesting. That is really interesting. That is really interesting. So you for example, there is a problem. I intentionally make falls all the time to hurt some very good player opponent. For example, I punch him in the face so he leaves the match. I sacrifice myself so my team can win by really pushing hard and making fouls and injuring one of the best players or the best player in opponent's team. So that is my problem. Because of that I dislike basketball. Because of that possibility that if I am the best player, then the conspiracy can happen between the opponent team, and they can say, he's the best. Now we will make fouls only on him to injure him and clean him from the court. To clean him from the, if he's the best, he's the best. Clean him from the fault. Always make falls on him. He will get injury. He will tire. And that is something that potential for corruption is something that I dislike. So fall is really important part. Personal fall in basketball. I dislike very much that the fall is important part of the game. So game should be competing to make more to get ball more times in this basket. But fall is important part. So fall as it is important part is in some way strategic thing. So it is like you get the ball in basket. It is the same. It is the same value. So fall is very valuable, and that I don't like. I don't like to hurt people to make falls. Fall can be intentionally made, and I don't like that idea. I don't like that idea to hurt people intentionally because I want to win the game. That idea I don't like. I don't like. It will be. I now generalize, but it will be like in table tennis. I go when judge don't see and no one is looking. I use my fist or bat and punch opponent in the knee or in the arm, or I break his arm and I kick him in the face, so he will not play very well that table tennis match, and he will potentially lose because he can't hold his racket, his paddle, because I broke him his hand when no one was watching. So I generalize, but I consider a fall intentional. Of course, every fall is in some way intentional. I consider fall as some way of cheating and some way of dirty game, and I don't like that concept of basketball, and so I prefer sports where there are no contact with the opponent. That is my character trait, because I don't like falls, but general. Beside my personal taste, beside that, fall is important part of the strategy in basketball. I think, and when you make fall, you are doing good things. So injuring another people, another man, opponent, injuring your opponent is a good thing. It is paradoxical to me. How can injuring someone be a good thing? It seems that in sports that is the case. So I see that doing the falls can really damage the opponent, and it is interesting to me. Fall as part of the game is really important, and no one on training on otherwise in clubs of basketball I don't see that they speak about fall. They speak about personal mistake and fall as important part of this game. I don't know, but fall is really important strategic thing in basketball. Thank you for watching.